Well, my name is Fay. I identify as a member of Nunatuavut, which is a person of Southern Inuit descent. I'm a civil engineer, and I've been privileged to have a 23-year career in railroading and mining in locations all across Canada. I'm the daughter of a father from Newfoundland and a mother from Labrador. I have one sister who's a teacher in central Newfoundland. My common law partner is also a teacher from Montreal, and I presently reside in Oakville, Ontario. I've had a very interesting and varied career over the past 23 years since I graduated from Memorial University with a degree in civil engineering. I began my career in the oil and gas industry. Then I spent 10 years in the rail industry before moving into mining in 2008. I'm presently working on a project, a mega project in Nunavut. My title is Rail Area Manager and Deputy Project Director, and I'm responsible for the planning and execution of a rail expansion project at an iron ore mine on Baffin Island. So in my present role, I work as a senior level project manager. So what I do on a day-to-day basis is manage other engineers, I review detailed design drawings, and I perform a lot of planning work. An engineering degree provides a person with a great foundation for a career in many areas. An engineering degree teaches you to apply problem-solving skills. Engineers can work in many different industries and many different positions depending on your interests. And as I mentioned earlier in my career, I've worked in oil and gas, railroading, and in the mining industry, and in a multitude of roles and positions within those industries. Possibly. I think I have characteristics of both an introvert and an extrovert. Some of my interests are very introverted. For example, I like reading, hiking, and long distance running. But I'm also very adventurous in my personal life. I love to travel, and I'm always willing to try new things. Some of the things I've done in my travels have included skydiving, mountain biking, and rock canyon rappelling in Utah. In my professional life, I tend to be, or I need to be, assertive and a clear communicator. I often have to present proposals to senior executives for approval, and it's very important to be clear, concise, prepared, and confident. Growing up on the coast of Labrador in the 1980s was very different than it is today. We were very isolated with no road access and no internet. My exposure to different professional careers was quite limited. The commercial cod and salmon fisheries were the mainstay of my community. Professional role models in my community included police officers, social workers, nurses, and teachers. And I did not really have an awareness of the engineering profession until I entered university. I was very fortunate that my high school courses provided me with a basis in math and science that enabled me to get accepted to university. It still took me 2 years to complete enough general studies courses to get admitted into the Faculty of Engineering. I was then accepted into the faculty in my third year, and I completed 8 academic terms and 6 work terms to complete my engineering degree. When I started university, I had the vague idea that maybe I wanted to be a teacher or a lawyer. I was partway through my first year of university when I was having a conversation with a friend who was enrolled in the engineering technology program at the Marine Institute. And he suggested to me that since I had an interest in math and sciences, that I might want to consider pursuing an engineering degree. So after that conversation, I attended an information session that the engineering faculty put on, and I was hooked. I made the decision right then and there. I decided to take the correct courses in my second year of general studies, and then I was accepted into the engineering faculty. I'm very proud of my career and my experiences to date. I've done some very interesting things in my career. For example, during my time with Canadian Pacific Railway, I had the opportunity to train as a locomotive engineer. I've also been part of several mega projects. Not all have made it to completion, but that is the nature of project work. I am looking forward to successfully executing the rail expansion project that I'm presently involved in. One project that was a highlight for me personally was the CAMI project, which unfortunately did not proceed to completion. This was an iron ore development in Western Labrador. I came in very early, in the very early stages of the project. I managed the feasibility study, and then I managed the detailed design and engineering phase. I also supported the environmental assessment stage of the project and participated in numerous public consultation activities. And the reason this project was a highlight was because I learned so many things on this project, and it provided me with many of the skills that I'm using today in my present role. Over the years, I've also been involved in many volunteer and fundraising activities. During my time living in Western Labrador, I used my project management skills as a member of the Menahek Nordic Ski Club, where I organized several annual sporting events, including the Great Labrador Loppet, which was a long-distance ski race, cross-country ski race, a duathlon, and Run for the Hills events. I also have done a lot of mentoring over the course of my career. I presently mentor a young geologist within my organization, and I've mentored several female engineers through the course of my career. One of the exciting things about working on large projects is that you can look back at a tangible asset and be very proud of the fact that you were part of that success. Over the span of my training and my career, I've worked on the Hibernia project, Vale's Voisey's Bay project, and multiple smaller projects such as railroad bridges in Northern Ontario and a highway bridge in Southern Newfoundland. And I really hope that one of the major highlights of my career will be the successful implementation of the project that I'm working on now. So I'm a very proud supporter of any initiatives to get young women involved in careers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Including my university education, I've been in this field for almost 30 years now. And I have to say, at times, it's been lonely. I've been at many job sites and in many meetings where I was the only woman at the table. Women are currently underrepresented in STEM and skilled trades careers, but I am encouraged that more women are pursuing careers in this profession. It's important for more women to enter these careers because it provides employers with more diverse viewpoints. It provides women with high-paying career opportunities, and it also provides role models for girls and women. For example, Engineers Canada right now is working to increase representation of women in the engineering profession through a program called 30 by 30. And the goal of this initiative is to raise the percentage of newly licensed female engineers to 30% by 2030. So I truly hope that some of the students watching this video will enter the engineering profession and become part of the success of these types of initiatives.